How beautiful is this? I received Artful today. Let's open it together. Here it is, the March Artful box. The box itself, it's so pretty. I'm so happy with it. And if you don't know what Artful is, it is a UK-based art subscription box, and it's a quarterly subscription. So you receive one every 3 months, and you can check their website out for other information. But now let's go straight into the unboxing. I'm really curious to see what's inside. I can do this. Normally the art on the box, a good hint of what we are getting, and I can see kind of watercolors and pens or some sort. Oh, look at this. This envelope is so pretty. Ooh, I see tombow there, from cards with watercolor paper. I guess we're getting tombow markers, which I'm quite happy about. I've always wanted to try tombows. They have a pretty good reputation, so, and I've never tried one before. Let's put the box on the side. I will definitely keep it. And let's see what we've got in this envelope. I've never seen an envelope like this. It's got a funny opening. Ooh, wow. We've got basically a lot of markers. We've got 5 twin-tone tombow markers in 5 pretty bright colors. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8 tombow ABT water base, quite a few colors. And then a high precision tombow mono HB pencil and a small mono plastic eraser. Oh, they're so cute. I love these small erasers. They're super cute. And then we have a pretty thick Bristol paper tombow sketching pad. This is 250 grams with 25 sheets. So that's a lot of paper. Let's have a look at the magazine. This is a pretty lengthy and curated magazine. So here we have the list of art supplies we get in the box with the retail prices, and it's going to be a lettering theme box. I'm not very good at lettering. I try. I really like well done calligraphy, but it's not like a natural talent of mine, definitely. Oh look, this artwork is pretty. And here you have all the explanation of how it's made with the art supplies we have in the box. Again, this magazine is pretty well curated. They feature a lot of super talented artists, and obviously I'm not able to read it here, but just a quick look. Here are some exercises for modern calligraphy and some sheets to do the exercises on the actual magazine. That's nice. Oh wow. Let's go ahead and swatch these markers a bit. I was thinking I would like to... I've been thinking for a while about doing artist support post on my Instagram account, and maybe I could use these supplies. I could write out artist support in a beautiful way, hopefully. Ah, this is soft. Oh, I love smooth paper. This is really smooth. I think that this paper would also be perfect with Posca pens. Stop it. I'm gonna stop touching it now. It's really softer than a matte should be to me. Okay, let's start with the markers. We have a black one. This is a nice brush tip. And on the other side, we have a felt bullet tip. Let me try it out with water. That's really soluble. It doesn't ghost at all. It doesn't ghost at all. And for a black marker. So I sped up the swatching process because I really took my time, and the video would have turned out 1 hour long at least. But basically for the ABT markers, I love them. I love the brush tip is another level. They all dissolved without any ghosting whatsoever. And even if I left it for a bit longer on paper, it didn't matter, which is quite impressive. Now, I am not sure if it's also because of the paper texture, don't know, but even colors as red and black didn't ghost at all. We got quite a few colors: a black and a grey, a lilac and a pink, a turquoise, a blue, a red and a orange. Not a very cohesive color palette, or so it looks to me. Maybe because some are really bright colors and some of them are really pale colors. But still, to be clear, I love all of them a lot, especially the turquoise. I think I love it. Then to the twin tone markers, I really like the fine liner tip. Is super fine, and as you can see by the under the sea example of artwork that is on the box, you can get very interesting details and textures effects. They are as water soluble as the ABT markers, and we got a pretty neat bright selection of. Now let's do some lettering, shall we? Or at least try. So the paper I'm using, it looks like an A5, but it's actually the paper that was provided in the box. It's just that I cut the sheet I used for the swatches in half and used the back of it. I've checked, is a 16 euros paper pad, so I'm gonna use it as much as I can, you know? As I mentioned before, I decided to prepare an artist support post for my Instagram account, where basically artists can introduce themselves and everyone can tag the artist that they love. I have seen a few of these posts around and I think they are great. Personally, I really like to get to know new artists and also to know a bit more about the people behind the accounts and the amazing artworks you see on their pages.
But let's go back to the lettering. I wrote down artist support as good and calligraphy as I could manage, and then picked two colors that would make a nice gradient, so turquoise and blue for the word artist, and lilac and violet for the word support, because I had to use the violet basically. So I started by lettering the words with the lighter color and used a grey marker for shading them, and then went over half of it with the darker color and tried to blend it with a brush and some water. Not reinventing the wheel here, I know, but I'm not trying to. Just trying to make something cute, maybe, or at least decent. So I had this idea of drawing a wave that I thought would be nice and fun to draw with the colors I had. We got 3 shades of blue. Plus, to me, it represented perfectly a wave of support and a wave of artists united. I know, but in my head it sounded really cool and romantic and made total sense, so that's that. Let's talk a bit more about the art supplies. The markers, I'm just in love with them. Both of them, the ABT and the twin tones, but especially with the ABT. I think the brushes have the perfect flexibility. I don't know how else to describe it, but they really do make lettering easier, even for a person like me who's not so good at it. I am not super convinced by the paper. I mean, I love the smoothness of it, the texture I really like, and it's perfect for working with markers, but it did seem to get damaged quite a bit with layering of the markers, and also it didn't take the water nor the eraser extremely well. Actually, it's supposed to be eraser proof, but when I tried to erase the pencil underneath the marker, it did damage the paper a bit. But let's move on. So I went on to finish drawing my wave using all the shades of blue I had and blending them with a brush. I also added a couple more doodles, like a pencil and some hearts. Apparently I was in a very corny sort of mood. To finish it off, I used a couple of black fine liners and a Posca pen to add some outlines and highlights to the piece. And well, I know it's not amazing, but I did my best and it turned out sort of okay. I hope you like it. As always, let me know what you think down in the comments. I always appreciate them a lot. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you join our small group of art lovers. I wish you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!